What's up, guys? Before this video starts, I just wanted to let you know, not going to be doing anything super crazy. I couldn't really drive the car. A couple of things stopping us from doing that, safety issues. So it's just going to be a solid work video. Guys, what is up? Today we got something a little different we're going to be working on. This is my brother's 1983 Capri. I got a couple of things I got to do to get this sucker back up and running. I already got into the wiring. I cleaned that up. This thing was a huge mess before. I got to make a coil bracket for it. I got to finish wiring up the fans. Got to wire up the alternator on the inside. Got some gauges I got to wire up in here. I kind of wanted to keep the stock, or keep a radio in here so I could actually listen to some music, but I don't know. I don't know if I should keep it or not, or if I should make a nice little panel to mount these gauges in here. I got bolts too. I don't know. I'm thinking that would look pretty nice. I don't know. Not sure. A couple of problems we got with this one too is, yeah, that's no good. How are you supposed to drive a car when your steering wheel doesn't even stay in place? And when your seat's rotting out of the floor. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started making this coil bracket here, so we can get that coil mounted up. I can finish wiring up the ignition. And then hopefully after that, I'll do the alternator, I'll do the fans, and then we can take this thing out for a little rip. And then I got to figure out what to do with the seat and the steering column issue. I've already looked and tried to find a column. I don't know. I couldn't really find anything. The whole thing itself is actually broken. Right there. That actually split apart, so I don't know if we can find a factory one or I might have to go with something aftermarket. Piece of this 2 1/4 stainless that this fits almost perfectly in. I think I'm just gonna weld 2 bolts off of this, put some spacers, and then bolt it right there to the shock tower. Now, I don't have any stainless hardware long enough that's going to work for me to weld to that 2 1/4. I do have some zinc coated standard grade 5 stuff. That zinc coating doesn't really like to be welded to, so you always got to grind that stuff off first, but then you got to put some paint or something on it so it doesn't rot. Another thing, I don't have a welding table, so a vise usually works pretty good, or I use my bandsaw table, and that works pretty mint too. Got that bracket mounted in there. Actually looks kind of cool. I like it. Doesn't really hold it in there, but that ain't going anywhere. I'm gonna get these ugly plug wires cleaned up now, and then wire up the fans and wire up the alternator. I'll up all the wiring. Got the plug wires all nice and cleaned up, looking good. I changed the positive battery terminal. Got the relays wired in there for the fuel pump and the fans. I ran my controls and the two-step wire through the firewall. I ended up making this gauge panel. Came out pretty sweet. It's a piece of angle aluminum. I just drilled out some holes for the gauges. And that actually allowed me now to keep the stock radio, so I can wire that up in there. Got this sucker looking nice in the garage now. Working on the seat brackets. Nothing was really usable. The whole floor is rotting out. And as I was moving it in here, the steering wheel decided to finally give out. So that's number one main issue now, is I gotta find a wheel for that. Now, I already started making up this new bracket to mount the seat to. It's gonna fit right up here. I'm gonna weld it down to the subframe, and then lay a nice bead around the around that to the floor pan over there. Yeah, it's gonna bring it up an inch, but I'm not really worried about it. I think it'll be just fine. I'm gonna do the same thing up front. I'll raise it up an inch. I'll use these as spacers, and I'll weld a stud to the top. I'm gonna cut that stud out of the way. So I'm gonna keep working on this, and then I'll keep you guys informed on what's going on. So I'm tacking in this seat bracket now so I can line up the seats, make sure it's in the right spot. Looks like it's gonna work out pretty good. Not too bad. Now we just gotta mark up for the bar in the front, and then get the studs on there, weld it up, and we should be good to go. Enjoyed that? Sorry about not having any action going on in this video, just a straight work video. That's all right. Waiting on the column to come when we get that, we should be able to take this thing out for a couple rips, get it out there on the street. I gotta find some rims so I can get the pizza cutters off the front. And till then, I'll catch you guys later.